Hello again, Salceda. Let's get APUSH done with. We are on APUSH, right? APUSH, APUSH, APUSH. Oh, that was odd. Oh, my bad, guys. I know what I did. Sorry. Let me refresh. Then turn my timer over because I gotta have a timer for this stuff. Hope y'all doing good. Having a great weekend. I played basketball this morning. Won the first three games. I fell on my side, and man, I I hurt myself. It's not good. And I ended up my left calf ended up cramping up, and then my team lost that game as soon as I went out. We played 2-11, ones and twos. I actually had 5 points. We were up 6-1, and then my team lost. But join me live. There are my office hours. Links for your textbooks. Link for My American Yacht. Let's do this. Lesson 2.2. The restoration colonies is where we're at. We're going to jump right into that. Timer is rolling. Nice introduction. The restoration colonies are basically the southern colonies. The middle colonies and the Carolinas is where we're at. If we're looking at a map, we're looking at the colonies from Maryland down to the south to Georgia. Florida still belongs to Spain at this point, right? So here's Virginia, North and South Carolina. It was Carolina, and then they broke up later. And then Georgia is just a piece, right? Florida still belongs to the Spanish at this point, right? So after the English Civil War was how the monarchies was restored. You will read about that. Reading assignments, American Yop reading assignments were still in the same. I would say British North America and Colonial Society, chapters 3 and chapters 4 of the American Yop. So we got some introductions, the Carolinas, New Netherlands, the Dutch were also here. They controlled New York, and then we took it, or the English took it from them, right? The acquisition of these territorial areas. Province of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was smaller. They took more than New York. They settled it, blah, 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 blah. So, crash course in history. Mr. Green, heck yes. Is this really all they're giving us on these reading assignments? Oh my goodness, that's not good. So, read chapter 2, section 3, pages 35 to 42. English Civil War, the Carolinas. What happened in this war and how did it affect the colonies? Charles I, Cavaliers, Roundheads, Oliver Cromwell would become the protectorate of England. Charles II, Restoration. The Carolinas, named after King Charles. Carolina, Charles, Charlestown. Hold a glass of Pepsi, guys, so don't worry. How did the colonies become English? What were the characteristics? The Duke of York, York, New York. Peter Stuyvesant, patronship, Berkeley and Carteret, and then the Quakers. So Pennsylvania, William Penn, the founder of Pennsylvania, got the land from the king. What actually happened was his dad had loaned the king some money. The son, William, hey, king, pay me back. It's like, I ain't got no cash, but I'll give you all this land in the Americas. Penn, William Penn. Sylvania, Woods, Penn's Woods is what it was named, right, after all. The Mason-Dixon line was a line that was drawn to separate Pennsylvania from Maryland. Learn about Maryland, the last one, these Catholics. Since these guys actually don't got much for us, let's see what we got in this self-check activity. Oh, literally, that's it, guys. Now, let's go to British North America and the American Yacht. I like it because it's like a picture book, right? There's images. You're encouraged to read. You're always encouraged to read. It's the only way that we actually do learn. Slavery makes its way into the Carolinas because it's cheaper to have slaves than it is to have people. This is an example of a slave ship. It is not pretty. It really isn't. That's how they were, sitting down or squatting. That's all the room they had. Multiple decks on these ships. That's them lying down. If you notice, there are some smaller bodies in these images. Those are children. So sad. Anyways, lots of slaves made it across. Unfortunately, or fortunately, unfortunately for the most part. The British are going through a civil war. The king wants power. The people don't want the king to have power. It's bad enough in the 1500s that Henry VIII kind of said no to the Pope, made his own church, and this is a picture of Charles I in this English Civil War. Essentially, it's the nobles versus the monarch, right? England found itself in crisis after the death of Cromwell in 1658, leading to a time of reestablishment of the monarchy. Reading, reading. New colonies that were made, Maryland, Virginia, excerpts of New England. I expect you to read. Reading is not easy, but it's the best way to learn, guys. It is a map from 1733. They almost got Florida correct. There is Mississippi. I'm guessing the Rio Grande. My river is a river somewhere here. It's my river. That's right down there. There's a whole bunch of riots, rebellions, and revolts that are taking place during this time period. A whole lot more reading, more reading, more reading. The natives of the American Southwest are dealing with the Spanish in their adobe homes. Pretty. I heard they're really cool because we made out of mud. Cool as in fresh, not cool as in like hot. Right. Let's check out this self-check, guys. Let's see what's going on. I'm always here to help. So, who won the English Civil War by 1649? Who settled South Carolina early and most strongly affected how it ran? Barbadians from Barbados. Among other things, William Penn and his Quakers believed in the radical idea for the times that everyone was free. They should dress in no. Native Americans have to be eradicated? Nah. All people were essentially equal. No slavery. I'm going to be quiet. And New York became New York because there was some York stuff that was said. Essentially, we want this. Okay, take it. It's really how that happened, guys. That was 2.2. It was quick. You're encouraged to read or show it to our life lessons. You have 4 attempts for every assignment. So do your best. Read a bit. If you need me, you know where I'm at. Be good, be well. That was lesson 2.